be after 2003 and 2004. You look at your Rajagiri, you look at your SEMS, you look at your FISAT, you look at your SNGC, St. Kitts, you look at all these MBA institutes, the influx of these MBA colleges would have happened probably in the last 15 to 18 years, and that's it. So what does that mean? That means the accessibility to MBA education became easy for everyone. So something that was considered to be sacred, something that was considered to be a privilege, something that was considered to be inaccessible for most of us became so much accessible because India started believing in quantity more than the quality. India started believing in quantity. Let everybody do MBA. So when everybody started doing MBA, what happened? That criterion for success, the differentiator for success became different. You cannot just score good marks. You cannot just have good subject knowledge in MBA to succeed anymore, because there are many people who are having access to MBA. So we need certain differentiators if you want to succeed with MBA. We came into that sort of a situation. Second, what happened? Businesses became global. So after 92, when India decided to do liberalization, that means multinational companies can come to India and invest freely. What happened was companies like Infosys, they started growing their operations, across the globe. So then what happened? Business was not just restricted to India. So you cannot just speak in Hindi or your local vernacular to survive. Because once business became global, what happened? English communication skill became very important. English writing skills became very, very important. And right now you are in that sort of an MBA where the world business, commerce, and trade is driven by technology. It is driven by technology. So you need to be good in your email writing. You need to be well versed with LinkedIn. You need to understand tools, MS Office, MS PowerPoint, MS Excel, data science, data analytics, business intelligence, business analytics. You need to know the tools to drive business. Now, quite unfortunately, MBA colleges are still sticking with the old solution of giving good infrastructure, good teaching staff, and of course, they are conducting programs here and there to address these issues of getting students closer to the idea of technology, getting students closer to the idea of business becoming global, getting students closer to the idea of developing a great attitude, leadership, more exposure, more networking, so that you can have certain differentiators compared to the other MBA graduate when it comes to succeeding with this degree and eventually getting a job and building a great career. Now, this is the problem that people have failed to anticipate in the last 15 to 20 years in our system. That everybody had a problem, everybody had a system. But when MBA became global, when MBA was accessible to everyone, when businesses became global, when businesses and trade was dominated by technology, our system still doesn't have a solution for these problems. And that is where we are right now. Did you understand what I said? Did that make sense to you? I mean, I just need a response from all you people. Okay, you're getting the point right now, right? Exactly. So in 2020, if you want to succeed as an MBA graduate, the SIT solutions will not help you. And see, you cannot blame a campus because they have got their own responsibilities and workload. So you cannot blame a campus or you cannot blame a university. So what the campus is saying is, you run your academics in parallel, which we will support you. But whatever you see right now on the screen, run it parallelly. But the academics, we will take the ownership. But this track, you have to take the ownership of doing it. That differentiator, you have to take the ownership of doing it. So this track, the campus owns it. This track, you own it completely. But this track is easy, right? Why? Because the framework has been designed. It has got a strict framework. It has got a timeline. Your college people will ensure that you attend all your sessions. They will do assignments, internal work, projects, everything. They will take care of it. But what happens with the other track is there is nobody to control you. Only you are there to design the framework, adhere to it, practice it, become skillful, become competent. Only you are responsible for it. And that is precisely the reason why students mostly fail because